Blessed day to everyone. My name is Leticia Pizano, and I am the co-host of Entheogen and Spirituality Conference for this coming June 25th, 2022. And I welcome to the video here.
Oh, you see me already? It was a little dark in here, so you see that I'm in shorts. I'm trying to get some light here so you can see my face actually. Okay, you don't have to see my stuff. Well, you see a lot of stuff in the background. Well, the hell with it. I didn't prepare.
But that's how we, right?
Right, yeah. That's how we run. The flow, I guess. So, hi, good to see you.
Blessed day.
Thank you.
So yeah, I just wanted to have this video here to kind of just go a little bit over what Entheogen, the Entheogen and Spirituality Conference is about, and not too much to just really focus too much on one or the other, but more so like the in between that's always been there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these different tools. Whether we choose to have, pick one or the other and have it accelerate us in our process of growth and change. And I just wanted to kind of get your take on that and see what you got for us today and just kind of converse on the two.
Okay, so last year I was a part of, I was one of the speakers there as well, and I shared about my ways of being, and we are all on this journey of transformation, finding ourselves, getting closer to our truth. The world has been changing more so or more obvious in the past couple of years, and yeah, people have been strongly invited to look and see if what they have been doing is the right thing, and to truly see if their choices were aligned with their hearts. That's what I do. I have been doing this for a long time. I will not say how long, otherwise you'll know how old I am. No, I'm just kidding. But for a long time, I've been working as I was guided to learn more about myself and teach about self-awareness. And that is key for us to understand and know ourselves. There are many, many tools available, I guess, to us, and you need to understand not only with the mind but with the heart what's right for you, and learning to shift from mind control, I can also say ego control, to heart control is what's key to truly find your truth. And that's the work that I do with people in life coaching, if you wish, in hypnotherapy. And I think it's important for people to keep following their calling instead of other people's calling.
Yes, definitely.
I don't know if I answered your question, but I tend to rabble.
Totally what I feel 2022 has pushed us into. Well, all the years, even, especially this year's, this seems like the universe is pushing us to our passion and to be reminded, what that heart space looks like for each and every one of us. With people that we use or pick up, what feels good to us, what doesn't.
Right. Yeah. Find your true priorities, and learn how to decipher what's for you, and based on on the moment, and not something that's conditioned in your system by your environment, and that's the thing. We all are conditioned, because we went through situations, interactions. We're surrounded with different people, all by choice. Nothing bad. It's a journey that we chose, our soul chose, and it gave us experiences. But it brought us to this point now in life where we are wondering why we are wondering. So yeah, it's different for everyone. But what's the same is that we all have this calling, this inner calling, this inner knowing that something needs to change. And often it comes, I've spoken to so many people that feel like, yeah, I feel I have something very important to do. And sometimes they're a little apprehensive to say that, because their ego tells them that, that cannot be true, that I'm so important. But they don't realize that, yes, they are so important. Each and every one of us that walks this planet is so important, And that's often the first indication, what people get, like that feeling like, no, there's something very important for me to do. Starting to honor and appreciating themselves in a different way that they have been, and embracing their true powers. So it's pretty awesome.
It is. Yeah, I get the same conversation with people when I'm in talking to them, and it is, and I like to tell them it's this feeling or knowing from deep here, like there's no time to play, no more time to play, no more.
Exactly. No time to waste.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is like we have work to do, and it's time. Like this is the time to get
Yeah.
done now, like now, as we're
Right.
in the now, and get it done now.
Right. And nothing is weird, Um, uh, there's changes that come on our path, and we have to find our best way in coping or dealing with certain situations, and then seeking what we do best in that situation. You know, People that know me know that I do so many different things, and only for the reason that I never limited myself. I never told people I am an artist, or I am a hypnotherapist, or I am a life coach, I am a business coach. No, I am Wilhelmina, and whatever feels right in the moment, I adapt to. I explore, because it's an adventure. Life is an adventure. And you see in my background, I didn't even, look at the background, because as you could see, I wasn't prepared. I paint, and also my diplomas there in the background, and it's not that I'm showing off. I wasn't even thinking about what would all be in the view, but yeah, whatever is needed can be done, as long as we allow ourselves to do that. And yeah, embrace the fun adventure of existence.
And I think, like you were saying, was getting pushed to our passion and into our heart space. I think, this is the year to really get past our set of rules, boundaries, morals, ethics, our fallacies and biases, judgments, criticism.
Mhm,
Another, and I think more truth coming through, based, like you said, all those programs where we all have a story
mhm,
that's because of bringing our lifestyles, religion, whatever. Yeah, I think that, this is a time where um, this, not only the physical world is showing us and pushing us, like the spirit world is coming through so much stronger
yeah,
for all of us to like get on it and stay on it, and
yeah.
remain. Yeah.
Yeah, as the veil has been thinning, it's more obvious, and it doesn't matter how you translate it. It could be from a religious standpoint, it could be from a non-religious standpoint, it could be from anything, but the core of the message is truly, to do what's right, to explore what's right for you, and therefore for others. And that's how it truly is, you know, people, because people always thought it was selfish to think about themselves first, to love themselves not first is selfish. You have to love other people more. But how can you truly love others if you don't love yourself? It's like a fake, it's like a charade that you're living. True unconditional love can only flow from a heart that's filled with love and respect and honor for itself, in my opinion. You know, so that's where we're heading towards. People start to see that, start to recognize that truth, and um, understand that stress and anxiety for situations that they cannot control will not lead you anywhere. You know, just be in the moment and focus on what you can control and do your best at that part. And um, yeah, trust that everything will be good because you will make it good.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's that finding that getting beyond, I took this class, reminds me of a class of ethics. It's finding a common ground. It's going beyond, is there a resolution or what's common sense? It's even beyond those two, because I think that even those two, um, combining them somehow, and again adding that heart space, that vibrational alliance, or alignment with that, to find a common ground in everything. I totally agree with what you're saying, but yeah, it's the push forward, planting the seeds for the change, for the growth, and sometimes
Yeah.
painful growth hurts.
Yeah, it's confrontational, you know, and it hurts because we are emotional beings. It hurts because we allow our egos to take control at times, you know, because that's truly, in my opinion, you know, and I'm not judging it at all. It's a part of us. Our ego is a part of us, but our ego is the one that can feel emotions, good or bad. And the stronger you feel something, the more you allow to let ego be in control. Um, so if you become aware of that, you can let go of that control and just be in that moment and trust, and then and have faith in self that what you're doing is all you need to do, because you're doing your best. And what other people have so-called done to you, you know, see it as a gift. You know, the harder the experience, the greater your growth. So it's a gift. Um, so whenever you allow yourself to soak in misery, sorry to say it like that, but that's how I need to say it at this moment. Um, the more you allow yourself to drown, you know. So it's like whenever you feel pain, whenever these changes that are coming at you feels hurtful and painful, take a moment and think to yourself, why does this hurt me so much? What is truly hurting me at this point, you know? And often you'll realize that it's a disappointment, injustice,
Mm.
um, that is felt strongly, but it's only felt because we had expectations, you know. When I started this journey, you know, my guidance told me don't expect, just experience, and I didn't understand what they meant. Over the years, you know, every single time I thought back of that lesson, I thought that I understood, and because I got a deeper sense of it, but it's still how do you call that? The understanding is still growing. I get a deeper understanding each and every time I mention this. It's so encoded and so deep, um, to truly stop expecting means that you are not letting ego be in control of a situation, and you are just trusting and feeling what's right in the moment. Anyway, sorry, I tend to just keep
No, no,
going.
continue. It's hitting to the core, and it's the time to talk. I think, like we said, this is the time for no lowballing, no beating behind the bush, no giving it to people soft and easy, or saying things where we think that we might hurt their feelings, like being in that protective mode. I think this is the time where we need to say things and be blunt about it and be straightforward. This is what's happening right now. This is what you need to hear right now.
Right.
I think it's because it's teaching folks about, and mine, all of us, about our responsibility, holding ourselves accountable in that. And like you said, just really feel it.
Mhm.
Emotional beings, habitual beings, like feeling that. Where is this taking me?
Yeah.
And questioning it. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
the
The so-called politics of wrapping words into something that is acceptable for people is something that was kind of foreign to me when I came here to the United States, because I'm from the Netherlands and people are more blunt and more direct. Over the years, I learned to be or learned to not to be so impulsive with sharing things because of people being hurt, and that was never my intention. But as you're saying this now, that people are hopefully getting ready, to just listen and not feel offended, because there's no offense needed, only if you make it offensive to yourself. You know, um,
yeah.
it's absolutely not. It has nothing to do with other people say or do. It has to do with what you do with it and why you do that with it. And you may want to think, whenever you feel hurt and offended, okay, why do I feel offended? Why do I feel hurt? What do I need to learn from this situation? What can I learn from this situation? How can I embrace this gift that gives me this sense of emotion that's surfacing, and it's holding me back from being in this frequency, that I want to go to, um, and learn from the situation, you know. And it's an ongoing thing. We all have that sense that we think, oh man, that's not nice. Some more than others. But why is it not nice? It's just words, it's just their opinion. What how what what is your opinion of that? And not the words, but the feeling that it triggers inside of you. Why does it trigger this inside of you? And yeah, uh, just be accepting of the lessons, embrace the opportunity to grow, instead of feeling sorry for yourself and soaking in self-pity, you know.
Yep, I think we've all been through, but yeah, yeah, couldn't agree more with you. So thank you for sharing that. But yeah, I think that's what it is. Embrace the your own allowing of things to just be able to sit with it.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, inner dialogue, and who, what, when, why, how come.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Again, a push, like I feel like, again, not only is it just the universe, it's even our own embodiment of spirit
Yeah,
is pushing us, like, okay, it's time to get this done now. There's no more time for play. Still
right.
have fun, but this time to get serious about leveling up.
Right, yeah. And the more often you do it, the easier it becomes. It doesn't mean that you never experience it anymore. It's only that will not stay in your face, for hours, months, or years, or whatever. It will be just there, and then you realize, okay, that's them, not me. And I let go, and I let be, and then you move on. You become aware of the situation. Become aware of your emotions, and how you can resolve that. And yeah, some things are harder than others, um, and sometimes when you're in a situation, a physical situation, maybe you're tired, or uh, whatever situation is on your path that you feel weaker, maybe you're sick. It's harder at that point, to cope with certain things that you normally can cope with better. um, but that still is not an excuse of not to uh, allow your heart to be open for your truth and nothing else but your truth.
Yes. Yeah. 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 I think that it also helps you even realize it that much more when you're not taking care of yourself enough to give yourself that energetic energy to take care of yourself, that the lessons play out, that you make yourself sick because it is you that needs to take care of you
Right.
instead of the external. Let me take care of the external, and it's always about the internal,
Hmm.
you, and like you said, taking care of you, like take care of you first.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. If you have a desire, and maybe it's your mission to help others, you cannot help others, full um, in your full capacity if you're not healed yourself first. So always start with yourself, and then move forward to whatever you're being called for, um, so you can do it in all of your uh, strength, all of your powers, and revisit, where am I at now, what am I doing right, what should I change, um, do your self analysis for yourself, and um, yeah, just allow some silence and time to yourself. Go in hermit mode, and and just see where you're at.
Yeah. I know what that hermit mode's all about. Like, since we got back from Peru in October, like I've been at home and I've been just having my downtime at home, not feeling so led to go out and do this, do my own classes. I've done several, but not as many as I used to, or going to this class or this place and this place. It's
Right,
like just learning, like, this is my energy, learning to consume what is needed for me,
right.
being home more, being, and
Yeah, same
yeah.
here. Yeah, I had the same thing. Yeah, but yeah, uh, I'm sure you knew as well when June came around the corner, or before June came, we knew that things are going to change again. We have to get out of our hermit coat, and we have to step forward again, and do our thing, um, and it's all good. It's just all good. It's great to be in hermit mode. At least I love that, and it's great to be amongst people, you know. But yeah, going back to your the event, Entheogen event. I always say it wrong, that word, but you know what I'm saying. Um, it's a powerful tool that has helped many people, and helps people. Um, it triggers um, for them to open up and revisit parts of themselves that they didn't even know about, often. Um, and um, Meditation, being in hermit mode, does similar things if you allow it to. But sometimes we need this extra push, and it's great.
Yep.
Those tools are available for us. So do what feels right. You know.
Oh yeah. And I think, it's important to, share the information. I think that's why my vision was not to just do it in Theogen conference. It was also to do, that's the spirituality. And it's so funny because years ago I wanted to do a UFO and spirituality conference. But here we are. We went to Entheogen and a spirituality conference to let people know it's always been that interconnected. There's connectedness within those realms for eons, not just, new age stuff, or coming out, like it's ancestral, it's indigenous, primordial, from the beginning of linear time and beyond that, beyond time timelines. But I think that it's just giving that education and spreading the information of what you can do to have those tools and the different modalities
Right.
that in place in spirituality, modalities, healing modalities, just as entheogen, and try not to keep it so separate, but it's all, connected. So whether we're doing entheogens or meditation, hypnosis, breath work, sound healing, light language activations, shamanic healing,
Praying.
soul journeying,
Mhm.
tarot cards, you name it, Tai Chi, it's all one and the same to get you into that connectedness,
Absolutely. Yeah.
I the thing, and I just enjoy that everyone that's has been, a part of this conference, even last year, like including you, like you guys have that deeper understanding of what that really means. So I think, this conference is, I think Tiffany said it's a fast-paced, accelerated, a brand, like a pioneering conference that like no other here in Oklahoma. And who would have thought here in Oklahoma to have, we're at the beginning of this, the forefront of that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to also sit together and like a panel, you and I don't know if there's other people going to join us, but we didn't really talk into deep, about it. But there will be an opportunity for people to ask questions after the sharing, and yeah, I look forward to meeting people again there, see familiar faces and new faces, and connect. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Me too. Me too. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's going with the flow. It's good.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, we'll have a full day schedule. Lots of vendors, food trucks, crafty people out there, healers, card readers, just the whole shebang of what we would call, or
Yeah.
and I joke around and say woo woo, but like just the whole spiritual community, theologian community, and just like minded, um, folks who are raising the vibration consciousness,
Right.
those who
Yeah.
want to
Yeah. I'll be coming with my stuff too, my creations. I say stuff kind of jokingly, but I will come with my creations, and I will also be giving uh, short consultations, or readings, if you wish. I call it personal consultations, but it's me truly connecting with people's higher self and first sharing without any questions being asked first. Sharing what their higher selves want to bring forward, or what roadblock is important for them to understand. Um, and then of course also questions can be asked. But yeah, I will be available, and it's something that I haven't been doing much. I haven't been doing fairs much. In the past 2 years, I have done two, and I started recently. And I haven't done any consultations yet. So this will be the first time that I'm going to do consultations. Um, and I'm smiling because uh, my guidance always pushes me to do things, and I'm kind of stubborn, but I'm listening finally. So I'll be there, and I'll be sharing. I'll be connecting with whoever feels drawn to connect with me, so I can share with you the given. So I'm looking forward to this for sure. Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. I sure appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And maybe we
Yeah.
should cut the beginning out of this because
Will you be doing your soul songs as well? Or is that going to be like when people are in their private stations?
so soul songs, for people that don't know about that, that's just something that was given to me. I connect to people's energy, and then tones come forward. We are a vibration, we are energy, and um, we generate a tone. It's not audible or not here. I mean, people cannot hear it, but the angelic realm, for instance, communicates in tones. Many other beings communicates in tones. They can hear us. They don't see us necessarily the way we see each other, but they connect with our vibration, our song.
Mm.
So what I have been doing is working with people and um, creating their soul song just by connecting with their energies, and recording this. People can listen back to this, and it has been something that is beneficial with their own search to themselves, to their core selves. I was told that this was very important for people that uses plant medicine, prior to going on the journey with plant medicine, to listen to these tones. It's in preparation to intensify their journeys. I say I have been told because I personally haven't experienced it because I've never used plant medicine, but Leticia has, and other people, have, and so that's what you're referring to. So that's something that I don't do in public. I do that, in one-on-one sessions. People request it, and then I don't even do it with them present. I'm going to do that, on my own, and then send them the song. And if you want to learn more about it, you can go to my website, wilhelminacreations.com, and search for Soul Song. Yeah, I don't know if you're still listening to it, but it's something that you can listen to whenever you feel drawn to, for sure.
Oh,
Did you forget about it?
no, I said I listen to it and don't even have to do like it puts me in ceremony mode, and like the Icaro patterns are everywhere.
Nice. Yeah.
I also love the background tones that you put in it, the background music. And it's so crazy. Like you just read me, like, I mean, well, we have that connection anyways. Like you put the water in there, and the water,
Yeah.
like water clan. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was like crying. And so yeah, I was this emotional being,
Mhm.
a wave of water spiraling. Yeah, it's amazing. So yeah.
Yeah. And it's only amazing because you are amazing, and whenever you feel something is amazing, because it's because you connect with it, and you only can connect with it because you're amazing. We all are amazing. So it's just being honest and truthful to yourself will allow you to see things that go beyond your imagination, and it will also help you create things that go beyond your imagination. When they told me that I needed to make sounds and connect to people's soul, I didn't know what I was doing. But that's the most powerful thing, when you don't know what you're doing, but you feel and know what direction you need to go, and just allow yourself to explore. And that's how I work most of the time, unprepared. And that's why I kind of made that joke that is really not a joke. We have to cut that beginning out. But yeah, sometimes of course it's good to prepare, and I do that, in my other job for sure.
Right.
I do many things, but yeah, and also now I'm preparing for the the Renaissance Fair in Guthrie this weekend. And I was thinking, oh man, it's going to be hot. I need to get a fan, you know. So I'm trying to prepare so I'm not going to be too miserable in the heat, you know. Uh, a battery operated fan because they don't have electricity. Anyways, fun stuff.
Have fun on being pushed and allowing,
Yeah.
you know, like you said, releasing all expectations and just simply allow and be.
Yes, yes, because that's so important because that's when we will recognize the help that's being put on our path, you know, the impulses, the suggestions, the people that are there to help and assist. We will not recognize it if we are in this stressful mode of worrying and anxiety. We will not see what's out there for us to just pick up. It's all presented to us on a platter. So yeah, allow yourself to see.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well, I guess here's to us. Here's to us going and moving beyond our imagination to
Yes,
continue to plant seeds of change and growth, in whatever way it may be, whatever modality, whatever tool we choose to pick up and utilize, and more so the tool within ourselves, our own
right.
tool.
Yes. I was more or less called to paint this warrior from the Maasai tribe of Africa.
Yeah.
That was months ago, you know,
Wow.
months ago. I want to say November, you know. I talked to a lady that has a store with Africans items, and um, because I felt that I needed to make something, you know, make that warrior. He just keep coming back. But work was busy, life was busy, and I didn't feel that push to create it until I think last week. Last week I started to work on that. Um, June, you know, and it's done. I can show it to you real quick, but then you will see my shorts again. I don't know if I have to get up. Okay, I'll try to move like this. I'll say I'll be right there. Well, at least I'm not naked underneath, right? It's just shorts. But yeah, so this is a painting that I created, the Maasai, and it's a warrior, you know. But you see his face. He's in contemplation. He's not active. He's standing, but he is not active. You know, he is thinking about the next steps, the next move. He's maybe thinking about existence. He is thinking about existence. So he just stepped. So the energy of this warrior came back to me, started to talk to me here. And there's a reason why this needs to be shown to people that are listening to right now. Just close your eyes for a moment, don't look, but just feel the energy right now that is being shared with you all. And they show me a key being handed over to unlock your heart. And there's some African landscaping coming forward. Most of our existence started in that continent, and you're being called home to understand the essence of existence. And for those that want to, can do this on their own journey back to Africa. Yeah. And remember your first breath. Remember your strength. Remember your purity. As you're being called home. And there's music, there's singing that I'm hearing of this tribe, and they're dancing as well. This is just the energy that's being given to me, and I'm sharing that with you because I'm not sure if you can feel that as well. But I truly invite you to go to this energy that's in your heart. Okay, the connection that you have with your ancestors, the connection that you have with your DNA, and go back and remember. Okay. All right. Well, so I guess it was the reason that I needed to grab this painting to show it to you guys.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
And thank you for inviting me, so that this could happen, because it was also for me. Obviously, it's not only for everybody. I was also present. So I was brought also home in these few minutes, and reconnected with parts of me untouched before. So that's what we're doing here. We are remembering. We are getting reacquainted with parts of self that were lost, forgotten, ignored, etc. You know. So welcome home, guys. Welcome home, because you allow yourself to be home.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Holy reunion, I like to call it. Thank you so much. I
My
appreciate it.
pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for having me. And I look forward to meeting everybody the 25th. Sorry?
I'm sorry. I feel so high vibrational now, like I'm trying to bring myself down.
To talk.
But yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Yeah. And again, it's just I'm the vessel. Our friend came here to do this, you know, and bring memories back. And it's interesting. I almost forgot that we had this meeting, and I was actually working on making prints of this painting, you know, because I'm going to make prints so more people can have it. Anyways, now I know even more why that is needed, you know, for people to feel that energy, see that energy, remember, you know,
Yeah.
themselves. And it stimulates the origin of self, they say. It stimulates, so even the visual of it stimulates the origin of self. It's the call home, you know. So it's so interesting because, you know, normally you think, okay, a painting is a painting, you just see a picture, you know, but there's so much to this, guys. Anything that people are creating, it doesn't necessarily have to be painting. It can be even your food, you know, that you're creating. It can be painting of your walls, you know, in your house, or whatever creativity, knitting or whatever. Whatever you're feeling at the moment that you're creating is intertwined in that creation. So if you want to create something that you want to hang in your house, make sure it's happy, beautiful, pure, or has a message that you want to be encountering all the time, because you will encounter it. You know, if you're frustrated and angry and you, oh, I have to make that food again for these people and they don't, you know, they don't appreciate me, here you go, and they eat it. You eat that anger. You know, you're nurturing the people with your anger. Just something to think about, you know, just something to be aware about, on how we participate in what is in our surroundings, you know. Anyways.
What we're consuming, being mindful of what you consume physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, energetically.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. percent.
Mhm.
And Native American tradition too, they tell us not to do any beadwork or any type of sewing or anything. If you're in mourning, if
Yeah,
if you're feeling good, if you're sick, someone's sick, like you just don't do those things. And
exactly.
the intention that you're putting into that. So yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Yes. I haven't painted much last year, and this year, I want to say this is my third painting. It's not a lot, because my mind was somewhere else. I was in a different mode. I was doing different things, um, and I can only paint whenever it's time. It's not because I want to paint because I want to sell something. No, I'm painting because I'm being called for, and drawn to do something. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, you have to remain honest with yourself, and not force things, um, and yeah, allow creativity in your heart, but don't force it,
Yeah.
just
Well,
truthful in the moment.
well received, very well received. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, thank you as well, and um, I'm truly looking forward to seeing you again in person. It has been a while. Um, but yeah, I don't know if there's anything else that you want to share or
Um,
talk.
I think that sums it all up. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. And we just move from here. So thank you. Yeah, thank you all. Yeah,
You're welcome, and until we meet again, much love to everybody.
absolutely. Thank you all. We'll see you June 25th, 2022 at the Walker Wellness in Moore, Oklahoma.
Yes.
All righty. Stay tuned and in tune.
Yeah. Peace.
All right. Keep living life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.